What's going on, guys? This is my first video on the How to Create series, and this time I'm making Evil-Lyn from the 1980s Filmation cartoon series. If you have any ideas of any characters you want me to make, please leave in the comment section which characters you'd like to make, and just have a little bit of patience. I'm trying to get to all your suggestions. And so let's begin. I went ahead and took the liberty to pre-morph her face and body, and that's to shorten the video a little bit. So in the description, I have the face and body morph. I have all the numbers so you guys could go ahead and morph her. And as you can see, I'm going to go into texture, and it's 5 of 9. I'm using that face texture. And I'm going to go ahead and change her skin because it's in the animation, it's kind of orangey, yellowish orange. Her skin is not quite regular skin tone. And you don't have to have that bra and underwear exactly like that one. I just put that on there. And there's the color that you need. It's 15, 90, 178, 0. 15, 90, 178, and 0 is the skin tone. Alright, I'm going to go to the custom data. And this is one thing that kind of irks me about WWE 2K15. I can't really post too many paint tools online because of the 20 limit. So if I put up, let's say 5 paint tools, then I have to take down 5 of my Caws. So that kind of throws a wrench into everything, because I usually like to put up paint tools and things for people to make. But if you want the paint tool, hit me up online and I'll put it up for you. On the next video, I think I'm going to go ahead and make a how to make the paint tool tutorial, and I'll probably make it a 2-part. So the paint tool will be one, and the actual face and body morph will be another. Again, I apologize. This is my first video on this series, and trying to get back in the swing of things, but working with the limitations that 2K has put on this game. So what I'm doing here is I went ahead and put the paint tool on, and I'm taking a basic square design. It's 111 of 144, and I'm just going to go ahead and stretch it out to make that helmet of hers that encompasses the whole top of the head and the side to give it that classic look. Here I'm just stretching it out as far as I can, vertical and horizontal, and I'm trying to match it up to the paint tool. This paint tool is actually pretty easy to make. It's basically a square with a kind of a heart shape cut out. And there it is. So I try to line it up on one side, and I'm going back into the designs and trying to fill out the other side. It's the same design, number 111 of 144, and I'm just going to head and just stretch it out the same as I did on the other side. This probably takes the most time because I don't know if you guys are aware, but when you start stretching it out on top of the skull, the head, there are different parts of the head that kind of twist the paint tool or design, and it just doesn't quite fit right. So here I am trying to line it up, and there it is. And now I have to go back into the paint tool design, and it's the same one, 111, 144. And I'm going to go ahead and just stretch it out again. As large as you can get it. And I'm just stretching out in front of the face. It's not going to go on the actual face. And there you go. And as you can see, as soon as I start putting it up there, you see there's fields where, spots where it doesn't actually, the design doesn't come out. And you see as in the front, on top of the forehead, that part is not getting the paint tool, even though I stretched it out as much as I could. So I have to go back into design again, get that square again, and do the other side. This is by far the most tedious and most boring part of making this Caw. Whenever you have to stretch out these designs. But I'd rather do it this way than actually put a wrestling mask on, because I don't think it looks very good with the wrestling mask. Alright, as you can see, there's that top part that's missing. So I'm just trying to line it up as best I can. And that looks pretty good. And it's the default black, just in case you guys are wondering. I'm going to go back and get the square again. And a lot of people ask, well, why don't you use the circle? Since it is a circular spot that you need to cover. But I find that the square actually fits into places a lot better. More uniform than the actual circle. So here we go. Once again, I'm going to try to get it up on top. And if you notice, when you go too far on top of the head, you see the design come out from underneath the chin. So you got to be very careful to not get it on that chin. So what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to position it to the point where it's covering up the most I can on top, but at the same time, it's not showing up on the bottom of the chin. This is probably the hardest part, because you really have to maneuver the design over certain parts so it doesn't get that chin there. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to go ahead and do it halfway, and then probably get another paint tool design. Keep saying paint tool design, and cover the other side. So here we go again. Just go to add, and then same thing, square design. Now, like I said, I did the pre-morphing on it, and the pre-morphing body and face will be, the formula would be on the description field underneath the video. So click on that, and you'll get the numbers to pre-morph her face and body. It's just I found that it takes way too long if I sit here and pre-morph her. What I did do is I copied her from Tila, the Tila model, which is also from the Masters of the Universe. Because I like the body type that I did for her. So I just copied Evil-Lyn. Which is kind of what Filmation did with reusing Filmation, with using cells and action footage to save money on animation. And then Mattel, along with Filmation, Mattel went ahead and reused molds for certain characters on the He-Man action figure line to save money also. So I'm kind of doing the same thing, reusing the model, just changing it up a bit. These two are probably my favorites, Tila and Evil-Lyn. Now the eye type I changed to purple, as you've seen there. It's kind of purplish look, and it's fine. If you don't want it to be purple, you can, the Filmation version has, I believe, black eyes or dark brown eyes. So I went ahead and made it purple. And here's lipstick that I'm putting in. I'm just making it purple. She's supposed to be really wearing red lipstick, but I like to give her that gothic look, give her the dark purple look. color. Like I said, it's totally up to you when you're making your own caw. You can follow exactly my steps, or you can kind of change it up a bit, you know, add your own style to it. Now I want to go ahead and add the bonnet, or you know, French-made bonnet that's on here. There goes the chicken. And now she's a football player. All right. It's 9 of 52. That's the bonnet there, French-made bonnet, and we're gonna go ahead and color that purple, kind of like the lips a little bit. And as you can see, it's in the history, so all you would have to do is just really just keep clicking on that color if you want to keep using the same color. All right, here I'm just going to go ahead and bring out the cheeks a little bit and possibly the jaw to give her that more rounder, fuller look. Because whenever you put black on a caw like this, it tends to squish the head in. The caw engine picks it up and kind of squishes the head. So I'm bringing out the little bit of the cheeks, and now I'm bringing out the jaw a little bit. Not too much. I don't want to make her real chubby, but just enough so you can get the idea that she's wearing a helmet. And that looks pretty good, I think. All right, there you have her face. It's pretty much done. All right, let's go ahead and add the outfit. Now, on this one, I'm kind of torn between a couple different ones. So I'm going to try them out and see which one fits her the best. I wish they would add more to the Divas section, but I don't know. Hopefully in 16 they will. We were thinking in 15 they would, but as you can see, they kind of crippled this game a little bit. And I'm going to try to decide here. You could actually put that one on. It wouldn't look that bad. Kind of give it that gothic look with the little clasps in the front. This one I kind of like, but don't like the fact that it has the straps up there like that. I don't know. All right. I think I might go with this one. 19 of 35. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one. And we're going to go ahead and color it purple. You can see the purple is colors 204, 0, and 80. And that's the color for her uniform. I really don't like those white lines on the hips. I think it's probably an indication where the underwear is for the caw engine, but I don't know. It just doesn't look right. It looks kind of weird. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and add designs to this because I want to put the straps on, but I want to cover a little bit more of the breast line than the other, the one that we've seen with the strap. So I'm going to take 135 of 144, which is the triangular side design, and I'm going to go ahead and stretch it out and give her those straps over her shoulders. And as you can see, I'm covering a little bit of her breast line. Not too much, but just enough. And you got to kind of get that paint tool right up on that neck area, but you don't want it to go way high on it. As you can see, it's kind of hard to maneuver. Now you got to try to put it up all the way up to the top of the shoulder. There's a crease between the back and the front of the shoulder, and you have to get it right up against it so you can match up the back side of it. And on this one, I'm just changing the purple a little bit 204088, I believe. And that sometimes you have to change up the color a little bit, because the actual clothing is one color, and the design, even though you use the same color as the clothes, if you put it on the design, it'll be either too light or too dark. So you really have to, customize it on the fly. All right. Here I'm going to try to do the same thing that I did on the other side, and try to find the actual line like it was. And as you can see, whenever you put anything in that area there, it turns it into a square. It doesn't let you put anything on the breast. That is a tactic, I guess, that 2K uses, and I guess WWE wanted, so you can't put something that's not supposed to be there. And it's also on the crotch area. You can't put a paint tool too far down there. It won't let you. It'll disappear. So the best thing to do is try to avoid it. As you're going to see, I'm going to go ahead and put my paint tools on it, and I'm going to try to avoid those areas. All right, here I'm going to go ahead and add the square to the back area. I'm going to try to give her the look that she has, like a strap on the back and just holding it up behind her neck, between the shoulder blades. This is probably one of the parts I really hate. I try to go ahead and match up the front and the back, and sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. For whatever reason, as you can see there, look, it just starts cutting up. It won't match, but the other side kind of looks like it will. So yeah, it's this is like not the funnest part of this of making this caw. I don't know why it does this, but it does it. I don't know. Maybe 2K can fix this. You'd think that it would be uniform. And both sides you can get the same angle, same everything, but nope. So I'm just trying to wedge it in there as best I can. I'm going to try to get it as best I can. If not, I might have to go in there with another design to cover up the spot that it's missing. And no, it's not what I want. Like I said, this is not my favorite part of this DVD. This video. Be good if I had a DVD, right? How to make Caws. I don't know. There it is, and it's just, I don't know. I'm not happy with it. But I'll go ahead and leave it for right now, and might go in and after and try to fix it. But yeah, it's weird. All right, and as you can see again, I'm taking another design and trying to make the other side of it. And this one looks like it's about to line up correctly. Yeah, that one looks like it's about, yep, that one looked like it lined up perfectly. Why couldn't the other side be the same, huh? Why? Yep, the challenges that you face making your own Caws. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take another design, square again, and try to finish off that the back piece. I'm just going to the edit parts, and I'm going to the outfit. You don't have to keep coming back to it. You can just put it on the actual skin. But I do that. I don't know why. It's easier for me to put it on there. you just go straight to the skin, to the back, and it'll pretty much accomplish the same thing. I'm just using the edit part of the engine here, and I'm just trying to move that same piece again, that first piece that we put on there, because I'm thinking if the second one went okay, why isn't this one going? But for some reason it's not. So just bear with me here. I'm just going to go ahead and try to stretch it out as best I can, and hopefully it'll work. Now you probably won't be able to see this too much because I have it's going to have a cape on. You know, she has a cape, so it kind of covers up those areas. But I don't know. To me, I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I want to make sure I get everything on there correctly. And so that's why it takes me a little bit more time to do these things. I don't know. Just a perfectionist in me. There it goes. And I got to say, I'm very happy with the amount of people that are making Caws on 2K15 on YouTube. I've seen a lot of great videos, and I try to comment on as many as I can. You know, people have actually progressed in making Caws. I mean, some are really, really detailed and intricate. I know the Xbox One version, you know, you can get kind of intricate, and you can put designs on it. You could upload a logo or face paint or whatever, face texture. But there's limitations to it. The eyes, they're very squinty. You get that squinty look on your Caw. They need to fix that. You can't bring out the cheeks. You can't do any of that. So, yeah, it's limited to me. Okay, now I just put another design, same thing, colored purple to connect the back piece. And I'm going back and adding a fourth design to get that piece that's kind of sharp looking there. There it goes. Now I just got to shrink it down a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I have Xbox One, and I have the other game for the system for 2K. I have 2K15 for Xbox One, but I mean, it's limited in Caws. You can only have 20 Caws, and I don't know. To me, it's kind of clanky. The design is like kind of like the NBA games where you had that cross, and so if you made the face, like say the nose, you take the nose and it's like a cross section of it. You go right and you make the nose wider. If you go left, you make the nose thinner. If you go up, you bring up the nose. If you go down, you bring down the nose. So I don't know. Now here I am putting out the design on her paint tool that I made. This is a pretty simple design. It's just 2 circles and then lines, and it's kind of matches what's on Filmation's model. In case you guys are ever wondering, if you ever want to make a character, it could be, you know, superhero or whatnot. If it's ever been in a cartoon, in animation, or it's ever been in a game, you could actually type in, like, let's say, I don't know, Evil-Lyn character sheet, and you'll find that Google will bring up a character sheet with her on it, and it'll show you front, back, and head proportions and coloring schemes and things like that on most characters. I know it's true with like Spider-Man and them. I'm going in here just to go ahead and take the same designs, and I'm just going to go ahead and make them wider, just to cover up those spots that you could see there to match up the paint tool. So I just went ahead and went to edit. I picked the design, and I'm just making it thicker. The straps. And there you go. Accept it. And you'll see it filled in that little gap between the paint tool and the clothing. And I go to the second one. I pick it. And I stay on the actual cursor so I can move it, and then I just make it a little bit thicker. And it's the same thing, just covering up, matching up the design with the paint tool. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, for some reason, the paint tool or anything that you put up there tries to turn into the neckline. As you can see, it kind of like curves in. I don't know why. Hopefully in 16 they fix that. But any design, any paint tool, even though if you can see there it's kind of wide, has a V-shaped almost, it still kind of turns into the neck. Here's the other paint tool that's going to go right underneath her breast area and down her stomach, close to the navel area. Don't want to be too graphic, right? I want to say the other words in case kids are watching. God knows I'm a big kid. Anyways, here I'm going to go ahead and try to match it up as best I can. I'm going to stretch it out, put it in right underneath, and I want it to overlap the other paint tool, so you'll see that it kind of overlaps the paint tool. Yeah, that looks about right. I think I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay, and that is a turtle shell, my friends, and that's the. Oops. Okay, well, that's what I get. Since I went ahead and copied Tila's gear and model, even though you delete the paint tools and everything it has on there, when I went to put on the third paint tool, it told me that I had too many paint tools on, and it deleted all the ones I had. So, yeah, it sucks. So let me go ahead and take care of this for you guys, and it shouldn't take me very long. But as you can see, the placement, it avoids the crotch blur. The area that no paint tool can go. There it is. I'm just going to go ahead and put it back up on there as quickly as I can. Once again, I apologize for this, but it happens from time to time. As you can see, it also took off the face, the heart-shaped paint tool that I had on the face. All right, I think that looks pretty good. As best you can get it. Okay, yeah, I think that looks okay. And again, I avoid the center part of her breast so you don't get those squares. And I'm going to go ahead and put the other one that we had on there, the one underneath. And like I was saying, that is a turtle shell and Thundercats logo that you see when I'm going into the paint tool. So you know what that means, right? Thundercats and Ninja Turtles. Yep. Spoiler alert, right? All right, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and add, like I said, overlap it a little bit. It's kind of hard to get it right in the center because she kind of turns to the side. She's not facing forward correctly, but you just have to wing it. All right. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. Go ahead and leave it that way, and save it. So now that's what that should look like, and hopefully I don't have any more problems with that. But let me go back up to the face and put that paint tool on. And there it is. Grab it and go ahead and put it on there. I was thinking of making the sorceress also from He-Man. So tell me what you guys think if I should make the sorceress. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Yep, it's probably about the same as I had it before. So I'm happy with it, and I'll go ahead and leave that there like that. All right. Looks good. Now the height, I went ahead and put it 6 foot, and that's I think it just looks better in game to have the females a little bit taller than what not as tall as the men, but tall enough that they're not really small. Now here I'm gonna go ahead and take this paint tool and go ahead and put it on the back area there to kind of complete the look. And as you can see, it kind of twists and turns. So as I'm doing this, I'm turning the design left, right, making it smaller, bigger. And I just want to just put that together with the other paint tool from the front to extend to the back a little bit to complete the logo design in the front, the armor, whatever you want to call it. And here I am taking it again. Putting it right on the other side. All right. I think that looks pretty good. It kind of fits the other way. Okay. Now I go back and I grab that again. Same paint tool. There it is. Grab it. And I'm going to go ahead and put it right on the back of her neck so it kind of extends out and it connects both those the paint tools that I put right up next to the neck area there. As you can see, it's connecting pretty good. Now this part, like I said, you won't really see it because you'll have the cape on it, but I kind of want to make it authentic enough. She has like a little bit of a collar, but you can't really make the collar on here. I would love to have that collar that just pops out of there, but you can't really have the collar. So doing the next best thing, which is just putting that cape on there, and once the cape is on there, you guys will see. All right, now I'm going in and I'm going to go ahead and add this paint tool here, and this is made to kind of show off her curves there. It's on the actual Filmation sheets when they made her. As you can see, it extends over her calf. Over her legs there. And the game made it on my video. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and take it again, and I'm going to put it on the other side. And this is the part I hate. You try to stretch it out, and it never is exactly like the other side. I don't know why. Okay, let me bring it down a little bit. And I'm going to try to make it so I'm able to connect it from the back, as you can see there. And once again, I apologize for the length of this video, but it's the only way I could figure out how to do this. I used to run the videos a little bit quicker, put them on fast, but then people would complain it would be too fast. So I apologize again for the length of the video, but I think you guys want to see how I make these Caws. Hopefully that's what you like. If you like it, please let me know, and I'll make a lot more of them. Okay, I think that one's it's about right. Yeah, I'll leave it. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and take that same design, and I just want to close up that gap that's left in the back. Put it on there again. Not too big this time. Just stretch it up enough. All right. And game made it again. He's playing the game. Now, as far as friends are concerned, I know a lot of you guys send me friend requests, but the only way I'll friend you online is if we actually play, and I see that you're a decent person. Because usually when I, years before, I used to put everybody on my friends list, and most of the time I didn't play with anybody, so I didn't know how people were, and I used to get people sending me messages, "You're friends with so and so." I didn't even know who they were talking about. So yeah, if you send me a friend request, we have to at least play 1 or 2 times and see how cool you are, and I'll definitely friend you. And the game wants me to join a party. No, game, I'm actually making a call for people on YouTube. Go away. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and use paint tool designs, and I'm going to put it on the arms. I guess, I don't know. Best I could describe it as what, gauntlets or armor plate. I don't know. Arm bracelets. I don't know. Whatever you call these things. So what we're gonna do is just not make them too thick, because you don't want to put something that's really huge on her arms like that. It just makes it look like, makes it look a little too manly. She's very feminine, very pretty, so we have to make them a little bit thinner. Alright, now I'm going to use the same, and they're going to be for her arms, right on her wrist. On the wrist. There we go. Alright. And this one, she wears these gauntlets on her arm, and they're pretty wide. They're not like He-Man's at all. He-Man has those small gauntlets on his arms. Hers go at least up to the forearm. And I'm stretching them out. And it saves time if you use both arms. As you guys seen, I went ahead and chose both arms. But you can do it individually. And that looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, good enough. Alright. And guys, just so you know, I got this new mic, so I'm kind of getting used to it. So I apologize if there's any pops or voice distortion at all. I'm trying to get used to this microphone. I'm trying to find the sweet spot where I can, talk over it and not really spit into the damn mic. So bear with me. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and go to the boots section. And I'm going to try to find they're like cowboy boots, kind of. I don't understand why we can't have the male boots on here. Like the Captain America type boots. That's what I would really like to put on her, but, I can't. So, 35 of 48 is close enough. Alright. And her boots are purplish, kind of like her outfit. I don't believe that they're as dark as her outfit, but they're close to it. So I'm going to go ahead and change it to purple. Dark purple. Yeah, that looks good. So it's 204,046. 204,046 for the boots. That looks a little bit better, yeah. I think. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and add custom logo. And it is the fur type logo there that you see there. And it's going to go right up on top to make it look like it's fur that's hanging down from the top of her boots. Actually, really cool frost effect too. If you make it white, kind of looks like frost or ice, dripping or hanging. So I'm going to do it again to cover the back piece. I don't want to stretch them out too much. Then you lose the effect. And I'm just lining them up, stretching them out, trying to get them as wide and as big as the front ones. So I'm going to try to match them up with some of this stuff here. First ones. Alright, and then I'll move them back. You guys could see here. Turn it around. And I just go ahead and try to add it as best I can. Doesn't have to be perfect. There you go. Alright. Yeah, it looks good. I think it looks good. Alright. Accept it and save it. Alright, there you have her. Pretty much almost finished. And she's really coming out pretty good. Okay. Now I went to designs and I'm going toward the legs. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those white strings there. You don't have to do this. They irk me. So I like to do this. So I took the circles here, so you can see, and I put it on both legs. And I'm going ahead and stretch it out, make them almost as thin as I can, and try to cover them without, getting too wide on the design, and cover up the white spots. Okay. Like I said, it's my preference. I just like to do this, and you don't have to do it. And I'm going to go ahead and bring it down. I'm going to try to match the skin color. So just bear with me for a second. Let me try to work out the skin color. Alright. And the best way to try to find skin color is if you go to the orange first, and then you work your way into the red. Alright. As you can see here, kind of matched it up. That's too dark. Alright. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Just bring it down a little bit so it matches. Alright, it's 19, 128, 244, and 0. 19, 128, 44. Okay, yeah, that looks good. I think you could barely see it, and the call engine won't in game. It won't even bring it up. Won't be able to see it. It's almost invisible. So there it is, and okay. The only thing now that's left to do is put the cape on. Oop, I went in the wrong place. It's not under tops. It's in clothing, but not under tops. It's part of the jackets, and we're looking for the cape. So here we go. Just waiting for the engine to catch up. And the one I like to use is the very last one. It's 20 of 21, and it's the third one. It's the one that drapes over her shoulders, and that one right there. As you can see, it covered up most of that design, but it is what it is. I like to make it like that. So you're gonna go black on it, and you can go all the way black on it, or back it off a little bit, maybe 5, 6. Give it a little bit of shade, a lighter shade, as I'm doing here, just so it kind of shines in the game, so it's not solid black. It doesn't look too solid of a black cape. So there it is, 0, 255, and 8. 0, 255, and 8. Alright, and that kind of looks pretty good. And like I said, if you guys want the paint tools, just hit me up online. I'll put them up for a time. Like I said, I have to sacrifice some of my Caws, but I will put them up for you guys. And there she is in all her glory, Evil-Lyn. Alright, want to thank you guys for checking out this video. Please stay tuned for more on the series of how to make Caws. And definitely please subscribe, rate, and comment. And again, if you guys are coming from YouTube and you're downloading my Caws, on the comment section, please let me know that you're coming from YouTube. It really means a lot to me, so I could see how many people are interested in my Caws. And this is just filling out the application here. Call it the Witch Diva. Alright, so we're at the end of this video, and I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, thanks.